Takehara Strand, chair of Oahu Democrats, with our representative, Dale Kobayashi, who is running for the House of Representatives from District 22. Aloha, Representative. And tell us, where were
Aloha.
you born and your childhood ohana?
So my family's been here in Hawaii since the 1880s. All of my eight great grandparents basically immigrated between 1880 and 1890. But I was born in Navy Hospital in San Diego. My father was a naval officer stationed in San Diego with the base down there, and I was born in Navy Hospital there. Moved back when I was 9 months old, so I don't remember any of that. But I always liked the San Diego Chargers because I was born there. But yeah, not. I can't say I was born and raised here in Hawaii. Just raised.
Great. And where do you call home now? And who's in your adult ohana?
Okay, well, I have a family. My wife Dawn. I have two adult children, Erica and David. Erica lives with me here in Manoa, where I've lived since I moved back here in 2002, and my son David lives in Irvine, California, where he works.
Please tell us about someone who's your personal hero, who inspires to keep you moving forward every day.
So I would say it's always been my father, Paul Kobayashi. He's kind of unique individual that really taught me a lot about not just the obvious things in life, but just small things. You know, being a man, standing up for yourself, doing what's right. He is not. He's probably the least political person that I know. Doesn't really care what people think. Does what he wants to do. Walks his own way. So he's probably been the biggest influence on me of anybody.
And what have been some defining moments or events in your life that helped shape you as a Democrat?
So people have asked me, when I decided to run for office. I started my first trial was in 2016, and I think there's always some assumption that because I have other family members that have been involved in politics that has something to do with it. I really decided to do this when I was 13 years old. I was watching the news on television, and I saw a bunch of Japanese American guys walking out of a courthouse in D.C. having reparations for people were interned, Japanese people were interned during World War II. So that was really an epiphany for me at the time, and I decided right then that I was going to eventually try to be somebody who helped people who couldn't help themselves, to get justice for those people like relatives I had that were interned during World War II unfairly, and to get an apology and get reparations. To me, that was what it's all about. That's what I wanted to do, is work for the people when I got older. Well, I ended up having certain abilities to do things in global finance that I really couldn't walk away from. So, and it's an expensive place to live. So I made money for most of my adult life, and I got into this relatively late in life. But it's something at some point I'd always do, based on really what I thought was just the most heroic act of going out there and fighting for old people that couldn't fight for themselves.
And why do you believe you're the right Democrat for the job of representative for District 22?
I think you have a lot of people that bring a lot to the table as far as the legislature, and generally um, you want people with certain personal attributes, I believe. And the reason why I did this is because my family's been here for a long time. I've lived in the district since I was a small child. I'm in different areas of the district, from under the Macaulay Bridge to uh, living in Manoa in the back of the valley, and now as an adult living on the Woodline side of Manoa. So it matters a great deal to me. And I think really what I want to see in our politicians is heart as well as brains. I mean, brains goes without saying, but I think heart is what you really want to see. Do you really care about what you're out there talking about? Or if I guess, for example, I've lived in all kinds of places in the world, and I really had no desire to run for office in when I lived in New Haven, Connecticut. Um, I'm not from there. It doesn't really matter to me. So I'm from here and from this district. My family's been here forever, and it matters a great deal to me. And I bring that heart that I felt working in general. That you have a lot of people interested in getting reelected, interested in being a lawmaker, legislator. Why? Right? I mean, it for me, I had every reason in the world to do so, and because I love the people of Hawaii and Manoa, and it's probably what you're going to hear from a lot of people, but in this case, that's really coming from the heart.
Okay, well, our time is up. Can you tell us how a volunteer might contact you if they would like to help in your campaign?
So you can Google me. I have a web page up there where we take volunteers. You can contact me through my campaign, and I'd love to have you in the campaign.
Mahalo, thank you, and aloha.